Better than Lego. Better than Lego.
Matthew Johns is in position for a long-range shot. He's with it now, Matthew Johns. Here goes the kick from Johns.
Welcome to the Johns Family Podcast for this week. Plenty going on, plenty of hangovers. Jack's in Bali. Coop's coming off Mad Monday. Trish is on
I'm
speed.
tidy.
Trish is on speed. It's all happening. Today's theme is the year 2019.
And what about Matthew?
I'm just, we'll
You
get to that.
You look a little puffy.
Yeah.
I think your kidneys are not
Start to
doing
pack.
great.
Yeah, it's been a couple of big days. We'll get to that in a second. Jack Johns over in Bali. How you going, pal?
Hey, Matthew. Yeah, I'm doing all right. Doing okay. Just been a big few days. It's probably getting towards its back end, mate. Probably getting towards the back end, I'd say.
What about you, Coop?
Mate, is it just me? Is it just me? Or does Jack look like he's on a business conference over there? I don't know if you've heard that one before.
That's brilliant, mate. How'd you come up with that?
Yeah, he's like he's on a symposium in Vanuatu. Yeah, he's got the white collared shirt on.
I love that he dressed for the podcast.
Excellent. Yeah, and you got the tan up. What's it been like over there, pal?
No, it's been pretty. I've never been in Bali before. It's pretty cool. It's pretty much what I expected. It's very similar to Thailand, where we've been as a family when we were younger. Cuba gave us plenty of insight before we came over, and it's been unreal. The Balinese people have been really good to us.
Yeah, nice.
Well, let's keep rolling through with you for a second, Jack, because what's happening, we're getting freezing. The connection isn't crash hot, so there might be a point that we have to abort from your end.
No.
So, mate, no, we'll just.
He stays. If he goes, I go.
Okay, Jack.
Well.
You're gonna have to let you go. Now, mate,
See, I'm rock solid.
so who you away with?
At the moment, it's me, Matty Croker, Kaylin Connor, Randy, Chrissy Randall, Bradman Best, and Texie Hoy. So it's a fun crew.
I was thinking, like, week by week as teams drop out, is there a new influx of players coming over there? Obviously, Connor.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure there will be. But Cuba Johns was thinking about doubling over, but it's just a bit short. The distance is getting a bit close to our end, so it might not be worth it.
I did seriously have a good look in the sheds after the game on Saturday at some flights potentially from Brizzy straight over to Bali, but there was actually none until the Sunday. And by the time I would get over there, I'd probably only get 2 days with the boys. So I decided against that.
Judging by your second half performance, were you looking at half time checking your?
Hey,
Mate,
don't say that to my son.
judging from the first half performance, I was looking before the game. Yeah, that's all right. Thanks for having that little dig at me. Very sad down here in Melbourne. Thanks for bringing that back up. 2 losses, 2 weeks. So.
Yeah.
And you're there all by yourself. Everyone's taken off home.
Yeah, well, I am all by myself. Cheese is coming back here Thursday, so I'm gonna be waiting down here for him. The AFL Grand Final's on this Saturday down here, so it should be a pretty busy week though.
Do you want me to come down and visit?
No. That's right. You stay there.
You sure? I want my baby boy on his own.
You're in hot demand.
No. I don't think I'll be too lonely. It'll be right.
Okay.
Yes. It is interesting you said, Trish, isn't it? Like,
What?
as sides get knocked out, Bali gets a new influx of NRL losers that arrive. Who is it this week? So it's Canberra and the Sharkies
Eels?
boys. Yeah, yes. The
Eels won.
Eels won, mate.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Might be next week.
What about that, Jack? Were you able to watch the games over there?
Yeah. We didn't really watch the South game. Oh no, which game? To be honest, who played again?
Yeah.
Parramatta and Canberra on Friday night, and Cronulla and Souths.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
On
watched a bit of the
Saturday.
South game, which but after about 10 minutes, we sort of turned it off because it looked like they were going to get away with it anyway.
Things are tough when I'm the one that knows what games have been played and who's winning and losing.
Yeah, things are.
Yeah, people are losing their plot.
Now, guys, the theme. What is the best comedy of 2019, Trish?
Hang on, you forgot to
sorry.
introduce
Oh,
you.
God,
Oh,
I'm
let me
so
take over.
sorry.
Just,
Yeah, you do it.
yes.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, half a person here. Okay, as we're introduced today, if you were a piece of office stationery, what would you be, Jack Johns?
Trish, I went with the staple gun because not only can I hold things together, I can be quite threatening as well.
Ooh. Okay.
Good.
Okay. Cooper, what about you?
Yeah, I went with the hole puncher for obvious reasons. Punching hole on the field, punching holes in the defence.
Now, Matthew, what about you? What piece of office? Because you do love your office stationery.
I do.
I came up with this one for you particularly.
So I still stationary from SEN. I've gone the lanyard simply because I love the name lanyard. I just love saying it, lanyard, and I'm a protector. Although.
And a display. You're a show pony.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, that works for you.
But it's a bit of a warning to people out there that if you're going to sporting events, do not put the ticket in the lanyard. We had a friend over there. We went to the Super Bowl in Miami, and there was a bit of a congestion.
Yes.
It turns out it was a fix. One guy bumps you. Another guy, literally genius, just opens up your lanyard and steals your Super Bowl ticket.
Yeah, and then they go on and sell it, and Super Bowl did stuff all.
Yeah, we went there.
Stuff all.
Absolutely stuff all.
They went, oh, too bad.
Our friend whose ticket was stolen, they wouldn't let him in the ground.
Yeah.
Okay. Even though there were a group of people and mainly elderly people.
Yeah, there was a number of people that it had happened to.
And they all gathered around, and the guy came out from the NFL and just said, "Sorry, guys, no." Anyway, we're sitting in the seats. The next minute, this bloke, this poor cobber, walks up, takes his seat, and Gordy zeroes straight in on him and goes, "Mate, that was my mate's seat." And he goes, "You bought a stolen Super Bowl ticket." And the bloke said, "Look, I'm really sorry, but I paid $8,000 for this."
Or whatever he did. I can't remember how much it was.
Eight grand. Geez, I tell you what.
Was it really?
Yeah, $8,000. And it would have been.
The seats weren't that great,
I reckon there were about 30 or 40 people.
Oh, there
who
were a
got
load
stolen,
of people.
So that's a pretty good day's work for those guys.
Yeah, it's pretty
Something to
bad.
think about going forward in the future.
Okay.
What about you, Trish?
Thank you for asking, Matthew. Now, as opposed to Jack being the staple gun, I am not threatening. I'm the stapler because I hold everything together and I keep things organised.
Right.
Like it?
That's your opinion. Okay. What is the best comedy of 2019, Trish?
I couldn't really find one. I didn't think there was a great comedy, but there were some good movies. Yeah. We went and saw Knives Out. Remember that murder mystery one, which we quite enjoyed?
Yep.
That got 97% on Rotten Tomatoes. That was also the time of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which you wouldn't...
I love that.
Yeah, but you wouldn't classify that as a comedy.
No.
Tarantino.
You probably
would you? Would you? Okay, well, that got 85% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Are you just going to hang on before you keep going? Are you just going to do every movie? So take all of our.
Yeah.
Are you going to take all of our ones?
Well, I didn't think any of them were comedies, so that's why
do you want to let us? Do you want to let
Okay.
us go through ours just in case you take them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I went with The Gentleman,
Oh, lucky then.
Love
you
it.
did, you did cut me short.
which is actually, I think it is actually classed as a comedy.
Yes. Yes. Action comedy.
I believe. Yeah, action comedy.
See, I think
very good.
Tarantino and Guy Ritchie, I think most of their movies can be classed as both.
Okay.
They're quirky.
Yeah. But star-studded cast. Do you have the Rotten Tomato score there for Gentlemen?
I certainly do. It's 75%, Cooper.
Well, that's
Underrated.
weird.
Yeah, I thought that too.
Yeah.
Because I thought it would have been higher.
I've gone,
that's weird.
I've gone Parasite. 90,
Oh, was that 2019? That was a
Yep.
great movie.
99%.
That wasn't a comedy, though, was it?
Yeah.
That is
No,
that
it's
is
it's a dark comedy.
It's dark,
Yeah,
all right.
99%
Jesus.
Rotten Tomatoes. Of course, it's a Korean film that won numerous Academy Awards, including Best Picture. Cost $15 million, made $265
Yeah. If you
million.
haven't seen it, make the effort.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Yeah,
Very, very good.
it's unusual,
a
but
dark, what exactly class as a dark comedy?
a black comedy.
It'd be
A bit somber. You know, people are killed off and, you know,
like telling a sort of a bit of a sick joke, like a dark
Yeah.
a dark joke. I mean, the movie Parasite is about basically how they kill this
greed,
family or person and move into their home and
Yeah.
everything that goes on. Trust me, it doesn't sound funny, but it's
Yeah,
murder
I'm
is
still,
funny, they
I'm
manage
still
it.
questioning
Nah,
whether it's a comedy.
I know what you mean. That's hilarious.
Yep.
Jack.
Mate, I've gone with the movie adaptation to the musical Cats. That was not a comedy, but it was pretty bad that it made me laugh a lot.
Laughable.
No.
That was with the fellow you don't like,
Jeremy Corbyn. Is that him?
James Corden.
James Corden.
I don't know who Jeremy Corbyn is.
No.
Isn't Jeremy Corbyn like that Louis Theroux documentary sort
No,
of guy?
I think Jeremy Corbyn's a politician in England,
Oh,
maybe.
dear.
Anyway, nonetheless, that was the joke. Do you remember that was the joke Ricky Gervais did at the Academy Awards? He said, he said, what's his name, James Corden? He said, and of course this year, because he hates James Corden, Ricky Gervais, he said that this year, of course, we saw James Corden acting as one giant pussy, and he was also in Cats.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That was the line.
Oh, rest in peace, old mate.
What do you mean?
No, he's not dead, is he? Okay. Trish, we've had quite a weekend.
Very busy.
Started off on Saturday. What a wedding.
Yeah, it was good fun. Yeah. Weddings are so good. There's always just such a great vibe, isn't there?
Our neighbours, the Skoggs across the road.
Their eldest son,
James got married.
To beautiful Carla. It was really lovely. Yeah, really nice. And you know what I loved? And apparently it's a thing. I was talking to Gav. I haven't seen it at a wedding, but a hot tip for anyone getting married. As the bridal party comes in and goes straight on the dance floor and the bride and groom get up there and dance, they invite everyone to get up and dance straight away. You weren't there for that part of it because you were at work.
Yeah,
it immediately creates a vibe. It's awesome. The only problem was then they go, okay, one song, go sit down, have your entree. Then we got to go back up and dance again. Actually, I heard a funny story today about you. Came back to me via a friend because Matt came after work.
Yeah.
And this girl's parents went home and said, Matt Johns crashed the wedding later, came and crashed the wedding.
It's called invitation, you lunatics.
He was the life of the party, but yeah, he came and crashed the wedding. It was really weird.
Yeah.
I was like, that's weird.
It's called invite.
Yeah.
Honestly. I wouldn't do that. Now, we had the show, our Sunday night, Thursday night show. We had our sort of end of year drinks yesterday. We went to Bill and Tony's in Darlinghurst.
That's why he looks like that.
Yes. Fletch put on the spread at Bill and Tony's. It was a wonderful day.
He paid for it?
I think work paid for it. I don't know.
Well, when you say that, if someone puts on the spread,
he organised. Fletch
he
organised it all. He's the can-do man of the East.
Yeah,
so it was a lot of fun. Best on ground, best performer, I'd say be Gordon Tallis.
Really?
Gordon was on fire. His stories, mate, honestly, some of them even ended. It was very...
Boys, you'll love this. On the other morning, Friday morning, Matt was going down to work to go into SEN.
Some guys never stop working. Who is this guy?
You're about to have a good little break, so you just shush. And I heard him leave, then I heard him come back in the door, and then the next minute I hear this. I thought, oh no, he's sick. He's come back in, he's got a vomit. I come down the stairs, trip and hurt my ankle doing it, and here he is over the rug. The cat had pooed on the rug, and he was trying to clean it up, but instead of cleaning it up, he starts reaching, and I went, oh look, Matt, I'll do it. You go to work, I'll do it. And then as he's walking out the door, I went, what's this beside the cat poo? And he'd actually vomited a bit on the rug.
Oh.
So that's what winners do. They spew on cat shit.
It's a nice way to wake up.
It was a pretty ordinary fellow. I remember, because Georgia,
Georgia was there. She was killing herself.
She was standing there watching me as I'm dry reaching, trying to pick up the cat shit. I was just going, oh my God, I really have had my balls cut out. This is so sad. Yes.
You are sad. Hey, and any more interesting news? The barbecue we bought Matt for Father's Day about 3 weeks ago. I put it together today.
Thanks, Trish.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, all by myself.
Wow.
But it was quite interesting. Matt at one point came over, had a little look over everything and went, yeah, you're doing a really good job, Trish. You have no shame.
Well, I was too busy watching the replay of the Bunnies and the Sharks.
No shame.
Great game. Hey, Jake, just before, we were talking about Bali before, who's been on that touring party? Who's been best on tour?
I'd go with my man, Chris Rand. He can light up a trip pretty easily. He's pretty. He's the oldest of the group, so I think he feels that responsibility.
How old is Randy?
Randy Coop. He's just had his 34th birthday.
Oh wow!
He has not.
Yeah.
Are you serious? Bullshit.
No, we're not. Yeah. We're not.
No. What is he? 26, 27? Is that right?
Yeah, he's about 34, 35 at the moment. I think his birthday is January 1, so 35 then.
Right. Okay, guys.
Okay.
I think it's a connection issue.
Have you been taking mushrooms over there?
Between the brain and the mouth.
Hey, we could have a bit of we could have a bit of fun with him actually if he can't hear us.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Best album, Patricia, of 2019.
I went Billie Eilish, who's in town at the moment. I missed getting tickets.
Oh, I love Rebel Yell.
When We All Fall Asleep, which had Bad Guy, When the Party's Over, and I Love You.
Oh, yeah. It's cool. What about White Wedding? Is that not on that album?
You're an idiot.
Get out of my dreams, get into my car.
Billie Eilish. That is wonderful.
And there's, oh my gosh.
Oh, that is wonderful.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Okay,
I'll be
what are
telling
you,
you guys
Jacko?
my one.
Yeah.
Let me tell this one because I couldn't think of one. I had a look at all of them, and this is one of the worst years of music I've ever seen.
Oh, you reckon?
Yeah, right.
I thought I couldn't see one, and I'm pretty good for modern music. Like I love all music, but it was a horrible year.
Let's pass over to Jack, the music expert here. Which one did you?
I've gone with Cobra. I've gone with Fine Line, Harry Styles. I thought that was the best album of the year. It was his second last album. So
What was on that?
very good album. Watermelon Sugar, and a couple of other songs. Yeah, thoughts, Coop?
I actually don't mind that song, but I mean that's still a turd of a year.
Yeah.
I'm
tell
just
you
thinking
what,
your research might have been a little poor, son.
Isn't it funny? Some blokes have got it all. Like Harry Styles, he's got looks, he's got the voice. God, what Harry's share it around, son. Share the talent around.
What do you think about his style?
I love it.
He's pretty out there. You know, I actually at first I was kind of like, oh, but you know what? I respect a man who's comfortable in his own skin.
I love a man that'll wear a dress and not be bothered by it at all. I think it's fantastic.
Well,
I'm going to see him in March.
Well, Dad used to. Joey tells the stories about how Dad used to go into Gail's wardrobe and used to dress up in all of her clothes when he was younger.
Yeah, and mine when we first started going out.
Yeah. And
He'd often come out in like a bikini.
Yeah.
I have pictures.
Actually, I've just been to the markets, Trish. What do you reckon of these sunnies I've just gotten? Hey?
Oh, I love the colour.
What are these?
Love the colour.
What do you reckon? I did some better bartering than Cobber did over in Hungary a few years back.
Oh, good
It's
lad.
funny. I told that story
Yeah,
this
nice. I
morning.
like the green ones.
On radio with Cameron and Vossi and Brandy was saying about bartering,
Yeah,
and we're
nice.
in Budapest, and Jack saw a Shanghai and said, "Oh, Dad, I'd love to get that slingshot." So I said, "Right, this is the way things go here." I said, "G'day, mate. How much is that?" And he said, €30. I went, "Oh no, mate. 20 euro. He goes, €30. I went, "Mate, no, €20. 30 euro. I said, "Right, this is where you walk away, Jack. See you later, mate." No way. I walked away, and the bloke just didn't say anything. He just let me go, and I thought, Jack said, "I really wanted that." I said, "Okay, let's go back." I said, "Okay, mate, €30. He goes, €35.
It's true. And all the while, Brian and I sitting there watching, just cackling.
Yes.
Just thinking, whoever let you.
My album of 2019, the DMAs, The Glow.
Was that 2019?
2019.
It's a great album.
They performed it on our Sunday show.
Beautiful song.
They were brilliant. And of course, it was produced by the great Stuart Price, who did Madonna, Killers, New Order, Pet Shop Boys. Number 2 in Australia, number 4 in the UK, number 1 in Scotland, of course, because the DMAs, as popular as they are here, they are massive. In the
Actually,
UK.
at the end of our podcast this week, Gav, can we pop a little bit of that song on? It's a very good song. It's a beautiful song.
Gav's nodding along.
Yeah.
No problem.
So if you want to hear what that sounds like, listen to the end.
Now, Trish, some of the things that's happened in and around the world. Can I lead off? This caught my eye today. Britain's heaviest man, 298 kilos. Rest in peace. Pretty
Wow.
soon, old mate. He vowed to call the police if nurses didn't allow him to have a fizzy pop. Right, he was in bed.
What's a fizzy pop?
Fizzy pop's like a Coke or something like
Oh.
that. So, can I just say to those nurses, give the man a fizzy pop.
He's in
right?
hospital.
He's 298 kilos, right? I don't think denying him one last fizzy pop.
Yeah, but I'm thinking there's probably a major diabetic issue
Oh,
there.
you
So I'm thinking
reckon?
it's probably going to be an issue.
You
Yeah.
reckon? Okay. Well, anything else, Trish?
I do. All through social media this week, there was a picture of a homeless man in Joshua Tree in California walking around holding a cardboard sign saying Australian women are
Oh, sounds pretty accurate to me.
What? Yeah, he's literally on the street corner walking around with the sign. It's like, mate, what's your problem?
Well, another bloke who's been dudded.
Oh, you reckon?
Yeah.
Someone's done him wrong. Yeah.
Yes.
Was he himself Australian?
I don't know. I don't think he was
okay, well.
interviewed. There was just
Well,
photos of him
that's-
floating around through social media.
Yeah, that's interesting. I'd say.
Harsh. Why Australian women?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's. Well,
I thought
it
we were.
might-
I thought we were awesome.
Yeah, might have been one of Joey's exes. Now, it's time for predicament of the week time, people. And think about this one. I think this is pretty good. I was just laying in bed feeling sorry for myself this afternoon. You're travelling to Sweden. Why Sweden? I don't know. I just said Sweden because it's 26 hours to get there and a bit. You got two choices. You can fly there first class, or you fly economy and be seated next to your favourite rock star. Ponder.
Oh, that is tough.
Yeah. So you can sit next to Billy Idol.
Yeah, no,
Trish?
but your favourite rock star might be an asshole. So why would you want to sit next to them?
you always have these complications.
Well,
right?
that's true. Hey, I'll just send me to first class.
First
I'll
class.
sacrifice that seat in economy.
Yeah. First of all, why is my favourite rock star in economy?
That's right.
Yeah. yeah.
That is the question.
Yeah, that's a good one. Because Guy Sebastian couldn't pay for business.
Mate, well, the only person that sort of comes to me right now is like Billy Joel. I would love to. I think sitting next to him for 26 hours would be awesome. So I'm sitting in economy.
Jack?
Cobber, I'd love to sit next to Nikki Sixx from Motley Crue. I'd like to hear some real bad stories, some dark stories from the 80s, early 90s.
Yeah, but for 26 hours?
Yes, I would much enjoy it. I'm sure we'd share a beverage together.
Okay, yeah, I'm sure that would be part of the puzzle.
Yeah, I'd go in economy.
Would
Just,
you?
Sit next to. The only thing I wouldn't want to be. The only he carries that monkey around with him. I would want to be bit by that old Pebbles, whatever his name was.
Isn't that Bubbles? Michael Jackson.
Yeah, Michael Jackson.
Chimp?
Bubbles, yeah.
That's right.
Pebbles.
Guys, biggest event of 2019.
I went the Black Summer bushfires that raged through from September to 2019 to March 2020. We've forgotten
I know.
that, where it was such an eerie time. The sky was red and weird. It was so dry. Everything was covered in dust, like here in Sydney, from the New South Wales bushfires and down south, and all the damage of loss of houses and the fatalities. That was a pretty huge thing. That was worldwide.
There's been so much happened in the last 5 years.
Yeah, I know. It's all sort of out of context because, we had 2 years of COVID.
I've got those protests in Hong Kong regarding the democratic rights.
And you know what? That's
being
really
taken away
interesting,
by the
Matt.
Chinese government.
Because I looked at that as well and I went, isn't that interesting? Because there were the riots and the protests and then they were dragging people away and they were disappearing, and then COVID hit and we've heard nothing more about it.
No. And I mean, the COVID situation, human rights, still in China. Some of the things they're doing over there, like some of the scenes in Shanghai where they're just grabbing people and put them in like prisons. Man, horrendous.
Yeah, I actually I did a little bit of research to find this, but the first case of COVID was actually recorded on the 31st of December 2019. So I had that, the first case, and the man at the fish market eating the bat in Wuhan there. So
Is that confirmed? Is that confirmed?
I'm pretty sure that's confirmed as to where it started.
Eating the bat?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where they said it. That's where it originated.
That was the original. There's other people saying that it was basically out of a Petri dish. Sort of, but
I mean, that's the thing. Like, I've heard different versions of it's confirmed of that and it's confirmed of that. So where the truth lies, I have no idea.
do you know that's exactly? We should start. Maybe we should spin this into a conspiracy theory like podcast.
I
Jack,
think maybe we should start a song where the truth lies.
How would it start, Keeper?
I don't know. I haven't got to. I probably
talking about connections from the brain and the mouth. Okay, Jack, your turn.
Cobra, I've gone with the impeachment of Donald Trump
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
that was big.
during mid 2019, which eventually it would go a long way to getting him out of office.
Word. What we'll do, we'll take a quick break and be back with more. Welcome back to the Johns Family Podcast. Jack and Barley, Cooper down in Melbourne. Me and Trish just here, just rocking the good life. Trish, feedback for this week.
Yes. Okay, a couple of weeks ago, listener Sean asked about where to go in Newcastle for the long weekend, the grand final long weekend.
Yep.
And I wasn't sure if Jack was going to be here today, so I asked him. He suggested the Cambridge and then the Argyle nightclub, which is in Newcastle, and go and watch the grand final at the Prince at Merriweather. So that's for you, Sean, and the rest of the Bucks weekend, and look after one another.
Yeah, is Fanny still a thing in Newcastle?
That's the Argyle now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Why did they change the name?
Because
Yeah.
Fanny's just was not PC.
Well, oh God, it was an institution.
Yeah.
What next?
Hey,
What next? Thanks,
okay.
thanks very much, woke.
Instafran Jack asks, have any of you watched the new season of Cobra Kai?
No, I haven't.
Any boys?
No, I've gone off.
Yeah,
gone
I
off
have.
it.
Okay, what do you think of it, Coopsy?
I love Cobra Kai.
Okay, there
They
you
can
go.
do no wrong to me. I love it.
All right, okay, done. Okay, I saw a very sweet message from the winner of Cooper's signed boots and storm gear that you sent him. Good to see you sent it to Bob27. Bob7, sorry. Now, 2Bob7's real name is actually Robert Roberts.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
Which reminds me of the fact that I've named our son John Johns.
Yeah, you did too.
Incidentally, sorry about that, Jack.
Yeah, of course. Hello to our son John Florence.
And thanks to Luke, Instafriend Luke, for sending
Luke,
me.
is that Luke Egan, your
Oh,
ex
can you
fiance?
just stop saying it
Oh,
every time I
just
mention
every
that
time you
name?
mention him, I get so excited.
You're an idiot. You
Honestly,
must have issues.
so handsome.
You're so jealous, aren't you?
I'm not jealous at
You
all.
must be, because
I
why
want-
would
Dad,
you
are you
even
talking
mention
about
it?
Luke? Are you talking about Luke?
Yeah, Luke Egan, unbelievable.
Oh, mate.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mate, I'm not jealous. I got the prize. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I got the prize. So,
Ah, idiot.
Second prize.
I got the silver.
Yeah, well, Instafriend Luke sent me the Tommy Lee naked Instagram post that has since been deleted.
Oh, yeah, what?
Huge.
A huge.
Enormous.
Oh, sweet Lord. Might have been the camera angle. I don't know. Yeah, but
Nothing. There's nothing more funny to me than hearing my mother go, huge sword.
I didn't say sword.
Actually, tell the truth. You looked at it and said, it's not that big. And I said, Trish, it's all relative.
Why would he what would possess him to post that?
I wouldn't imagine he'd be a drug sort of guy, but maybe he was intoxicated once.
Really? It's like, geez,
I think that probably had something to do with it.
Yeah.
you reckon?
Look, every time I shoot speed, I send dick pics to people. So
Do you?
Yeah.
Which part?
My dick.
What, dick and
just
balls? Or just balls?
No,
or
mate.
dick?
No. Yeah. Dick, anus, the whole thing. The undershot.
No, I
The
know.
undercarriage.
No, you can't send an
Undercarriage.
undershot.
Undercarriage.
Oh, dear.
Just for a little bit of feedback from me regarding if you're coming down to, I had a lot of people ask me where to go in Melbourne for the AFL Grand Final this
Of
week.
course.
If you are around Melbourne, can't go wrong hanging around Richmond around Grand Final week. Everything pumps, and on Grand Final day they usually open everything about 10 a.m. So if you get down to Swan Street, I know there's a good Italian place down there called Mr. Romans. They're opening it up about early for 10 a.m. You can go in there and watch it. Get on the piss there early, and after the game, just head straight back down Swan Street. Head to the Swan Hotel or my personal favourite, Public House. And if you want to get in, mate, just drop me name. They'll let you straight in.
Are you going to the game, Coop?
I'm not too sure yet, actually. I was talking to Cameron Munster today. He was talking about potentially going. So it's all playing by ear at the moment.
Because it's Geelong and the Swans, right?
Geelong and Swans, yeah.
Yeah, wow. Mr. Romans sent it.
I'd like
I used
to
to go
go.
to a bathhouse called Mr. Romans. But anyway,
Who's the,
Bathhouse, cover?
oh, just ignore him. Who's the musical act this year?
I'm not too sure, actually, who's
We
doing it.
actually
Hopefully,
know.
I think it's Meatloaf again. I think
No,
they've got him
it's
back.
Billy Idol, I think.
no,
Thirsty
it's
Mo.
not.
Thirsty Mo.
No, I don't think so.
Daryl Braithwaite's doing horses.
Oh, stop it, everyone! I'm going to Google. So,
Yeah.
okay, I'll come back to you with that. But it's good. I'm sure. I'm sure that Hutchie told us who it was.
Yeah, right. Okay, Robbie Williams.
Robbie Williams.
Robbie
that's
Williams.
it. Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
He'd be great.
Robin
Seen him a
Williams.
couple-
Sorry, Robin
Oh,
Williams.
sure.
Rest in
We'll
peace,
see.
old man.
Stop it. Yeah, he'll be great. We've seen him a few times now.
There we have.
Hey, if you get me an extra ticket, Cooper, I'll come down.
Now you're fine,
Once,
Trish.
once again, Trish,
I've got nothing on
please stay at home.
Yeah.
Well, I might just get some of my girls and come down then.
Some of you bitches. God,
Bring
man.
Gator. Make sure Gator comes down with you.
Oh,
Just for the listeners,
brisket.
that's Trish's pimp.
Oh, Cooper. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, what
Pimping
a
her off.
family.
Good money, actually.
Oh, wow.
Body massage.
Hey, Trish's. I heard Nan and her boyfriend Spider are down this weekend too, so they might be interested also.
Oh, down to Melbourne.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, nice.
I think
nice.
he's doubling her on the back of his bike.
Oh, he certainly is.
Yeah.
True, that's disgusting. Talking about my mother.
Sorry, Gail.
Yeah. No, she's.
These people are just infiltrating
You
my
know,
mind.
Gail, she's an old bike from way back.
Oh, stop
okay,
it.
Cooper, what's
Oh, no.
what about you, mate? What's got on your goat? What has placed itself upon your goat this week?
Oh, are we on to me and Jack's personal stories yet?
Sorry, I skipped over that.
Yeah,
Have a
that's
go. Yes, yeah, of course. What's been going on in your week?
Mate, it's been a huge week. We've had the double Mad Monday for us. So unfortunately, I couldn't do last week's one because we had Storm Mad Monday, which was a little bit weird because it's the first time ever where, the boys that were eligible to play Falcons actually had a game 5 days after Mad Monday. So nonetheless, they wanted us to come and have a drink. So we did, which was very good fun. I dressed up as Eminem. And then after 30 minutes, I had a fake mustache in my pocket and I popped the beanie off and I put the mustache on and I went as Freddie Mercury.
Nice.
Which was very good. Went down very well. Some notable costumes. Josh King went as Paris Hilton.
Oh, any pictures of that?
Great legs on him. He's got great legs.
He has huge country legs.
We
Like,
would
his quads are
love
massive.
to see that picture.
Oh,
Share it with the
I've
people.
got a-
Coops.
Yeah, well, the picture's a bit inappropriate. It's me,
Oh, okay.
and it's my hand slapping him on the ass, and there's somebody taking a picture from behind. But it's very funny. And our man, Tui Kamikamitha, actually went as Arnold Schwarzenegger, which was quite a good costume
that
as well.
is very good.
I'd like to see that too.
And I heard the wish he went as Marilyn Manson.
No. Oh, stop it.
Mate,
went as
I've been
Maverick.
I was over in Bali. Oh, sorry. Clearly, I'm over in Bali.
Yeah.
I was over at the Mississippi a couple of nights ago, and a bloke came up to me and said, "Is that true about Tyra Wishart?" And I said, "Yes, 100% true."
Oh, don't.
You should have said, mate, you should see he just curls himself up in a little ball.
I feel, mate, I tell you, wherever Wishy chooses to travel this off season, he's going to get hammered.
Mate, he gets standing applause.
No, we think it's endearing.
Yeah, it certainly is.
It's
Of course it
endearing.
is. You suck yourself off, it's endearing. It is.
Oh, and
dear.
another actually thing I seen at the Storm game last week. I was actually interviewed before the game by Triple M, and Maroon, Dell, and Woodsy were on it. And it's funny that you said that because when we talked about the office station at the start, Maroon proceeded to tell everyone towards the end of the interview, he said, "Mate, it's good to see you going so good. I still remember watching you bring an empty backpack into Triple M with your dad in the morning, and when we were all on air, you used to steal all the stationery around the place."
Yeah. Well, not just the stationery, like the CDs and the promo material.
It was, mate, honestly. He went in, I said, what are you doing carrying in an empty backpack?
What would he been? 10, 12?
Yeah, 10 or 12. He just, honestly, would just go with light fingers and just take anything. Anything
I,
was...
I still remember they had a little fridge of Red Bull, and I was young, and I used to think I stole about 20 Red Bulls out of the mini fridge. I used to steal Pagey. Pagey had a lot of weird stuff in his desk. I'm not going to go into some of the stuff I stole, but he used to have like some PS4 games in there, promotional ones I used to steal from there.
What's got on your goat this week, mate?
Well, Big Am, I'm actually feeling really good about myself. I'm actually feeling myself at the moment. I think I've found something that, I've found something that might be in my calling. When I sent that stuff to 2Bob7 last week, something sort of shifted in me. Something sort of changed. I feel a little bit like Ellen DeGeneres. So I want to do it again. I want to do another giveaway on Cooper's Corner this week. You know, I usually use this time to rant about something. But I just want to give back. I want to give back to the listeners. I want to give back to the community. So same deal this week, guys. get on your Instagram story, get on anything, tag us, share it, and there'll be another winner announced. And let me just tell you something. This one's going to be a doozy.
Oh, yeah? Yeah.
What is it?
I'm telling you.
You don't know, do you?
Trish, I have that much gear here, and it's just ready to go. It's ready to be given away.
Give off the ether.
Excellent.
Love it. Jack, you were in the midst there of telling a great story before you dropped out. Would you like to? We'll give you another opportunity to tell it.
Yeah, what I was going to say was the budgie smuggler crew, just before we went away on our trip, sent off all the Better Than Lego merchandise to the Knights HQ, and a few boys have been rocking them. I sent you a photo yesterday of Matt Croker. He's looking...
Yeah.
Do you want details, Cobber?
No, we probably spare it. All I sent back was when he sent the photo, I said, hey, this is a family-friendly, fun product. Do not do those to my face. Okay.
Hey, actually, on the Better Than Lego budgie smugglers, Cameron Munster just sent a picture into our WhatsApp group about an hour ago. He's up in Port Douglas with his family. He's up there sunbaking, and he's got the Better Than Legos on. And he just sent a little video in and a caption saying, Port Douglas is better than Lego. And let me just tell you something. He's made your nose look very long in those budgie smugglers.
Has he? He's had a little insight into our money.
Yeah, I don't know what the Mundog had down there, but I don't know whether Port Douglas had him excited or whether it was a bit of sagginess down there. But the big fella was looking good.
Send it through.
Yeah.
Send it through. Don't
Post
be a stranger.
Post it and tag us.
He's a real Tommy Lee. Right, guys, best sporting achievement, Trish, of 2019.
Okay, I actually went for the halftime Super Bowl entertainment, which was Maroon 5.
Oh, no.
With Adam Levine with his shirt off, which was appalling.
So bad.
It was so bad. So I'm going to, little tongue-in-cheek, that's my best sporting achievement.
If you got a...
Because realistically, that's the only reason I watch
If
Super
you're
Bowl.
a rock star, right, and you've got a bad rig, like Ozzy Osbourne, to get your shirt off, you sort of go, yeah, I support that. But if you actually get your shirt off in vanity, thinking, mate...
Oh, no, he didn't look good. He was white and skinny. No, it didn't look good.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah, it wasn't doing himself any favours.
Yeah, sorry, I thought he looked good.
Oh.
Nonetheless, Coops?
Depends what you're after.
I had the Sydney Roosters going back to back.
Awesome.
Yeah, I thought that was a big achievement in the rugby league world. Hadn't been done since... I'm not too sure, actually, it might have been the 80s, I think it was.
Yeah, I think first time since the 92-93 Broncos.
Broncos, yeah. So huge achievement for the eastern suburbs.
Yep, shout out. What about you, Jack?
I've gone with Liverpool winning their first title in a long time, as well as Tiger Woods getting his first major in 11 years.
Oh, that's right, the US Masters. I remember driving into work that morning and listening to it, and it was just hysteria. Man, crazy. Ash Barty, she won her first Grand Slam title, the French Open, in the women's singles. The big achievement. Manchester City won the FA Cup final, beat Watford 6-0, which was a tied record for biggest win. Jack, your song of the week, mate. Jack's Jukebox.
Cobra, I've gone with Moonage Daydream by David Bowie, a classic. From the Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars album, because the Moonage Daydream documentary of David Bowie has been released and it's gotten very, very good reviews. And as soon as I get back to Sydney, I'll be going to go watch it in cinema.
Yeah, I look forward to it. He sent me a thing, said, mate, we'll go watch it together. I very much look forward to that. I'll even let you buy me a choc top.
You're back Thursday, yeah?
Who knows? Maybe. Hopefully, if everything goes to plan, we'll just.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
See you next year. Okay, we'll take a real quick break and be back with the biggest star of 2019. Welcome back, 2019's biggest star, Trish.
Okay, biggest star 2019. I went Lady Gaga. Off the back of the 2018 release of A Star Is Born, she got an Emmy, a Grammy, an Academy Award, and I think a BAFTA as well.
God, share the talent
She
around.
smashed
Her and
it.
Harry Styles. Imagine if they had a child. Jack.
Cobra, I've gone with Viggo Mortensen and Mahershala Ali from their performances in the Green Book. Green Book,
yeah.
Great movie.
Great film.
Oh,
really
yes.
good film. Coops?
I actually had Samuel L. Jackson. He had a huge year. I think he ended up doing 4 or 5 movies. He had Avengers, Endgame, Captain Marvel, Spider-Man, Far From Home, and Glass. all in the 1 year, and Shaft, all in the 1 year. So Samuel, a busy man.
He is a busy man. He'll only ever be snakes on a plane to me. My biggest star, I've got Joaquin Phoenix. Only one film that year, Joker, which was a monster film. Right, tip of the week. Look, my tip of the week this is we get on Netflix. There is an awesome documentary called Luis Figo, The Transfer That Changed Football. And it's about the great Portuguese player, Luis Figo, who was playing for Barcelona. He was a legend at Barcelona, their captain, and then transferred to Real Madrid, and the fallout. It's
so that would be good if you like soccer, right?
Soccer, but it's a very interesting insight into the political history of Spain. Yeah, Catalonia versus Central Spain. Very interesting.
Well, for something different, my tip is go watch Ticket to Paradise, which is the new Julia Roberts and George Clooney movie. I took myself off the other day when it came out. I really liked it.
Was it good?
Hey, I know I tried to get you to come along.
Yeah.
You would have liked it. It was entertaining enough.
Yeah, right.
It was cute.
Boys, any tips?
Yeah, quietly, I've got a tip there, Big M. It's actually an AFL multi. I've tapped into my AFL multis lately for this week. If you get on your Neds app, you put a little multi in Geelong to win, Jeremy Cameron to kick 2+ goals, Patrick Dangerfield 20+ disposals, and Luke Parker to have 25+ disposals. And if you got a little price boost on there, it's at $3.90, and you can price boost it to about $4.10.
Oh,
so
nice.
get out there. There's some value there.
I don't even know
Hey,
those things you were talking about were. What were the other things?
Disposals. So
Yeah,
basically,
disposals.
disposals in AFL is whenever anyone touches it and then gets rid of it. So
When they punt
handball,
it.
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, or it can be a kick or that. Anytime they touch it and get rid of it counts
okay.
as one. So
Jack, what we'll do is for your tip, for people that are going to travel to Bali, a lot of Australians start to travel now, particularly to Bali. Is there a tip in Bali, a bar, a restaurant they should go to?
oh yeah, good call. Finn's day bar or whatever you want to call it. Go to Finn's in Canggu. It's unreal.
Yeah, right. Okay. Fins.
Yeah.
and one for nighttime. Go to Motel Mexicola. It'll actually change your life.
Motel?
Yeah, that's probably the one.
Or
Actually.
just Mexicola, it's the dinner.
Motel,
restaurant.
no, it's Trish. It's so much more than that. Let me tell you something. You get up after about 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. They get everyone off the tables, and you can dance on the tables.
Oh,
and they
wow.
I might have been there, Cooper. I may have been there a few nights in a row.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, dear.
Jack's got the Zorro gear on. Very good.
Hey, I've got one last tip for people. It's actually a bit of a warning. There's a WhatsApp scam, messaging scam going on where people are receiving messages, and weirdly enough, somehow they're infiltrating their contacts, and like the messages are coming from sons and daughters.
Right.
And people close to them, where they're saying, "Oh, Mum, I've lost my phone. My card's not working. Can you deposit some money into this account for me?"
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and you can't call them because it said they've lost their phone, you know? So, and they're using someone else's phone. So don't fall for it.
Good tip, Trish.
Yeah.
Good tip. Or let's leave on what has been a loose show on a sensible note.
It's been great.
Have a good
sorry,
one.
sorry, Trish. That wasn't actually a scam. That was just me. That was me asking you.
Well, I won't be depositing any money for you, son.
Hey, Jack, look after yourself. Safe travels, bud.
Love you both.